good? Who could not be good looking at this beautiful scenery overlooking Treasure Beach and the sea in a very cool area? Who would not be good? So I'm blessed to be here. Lashings, right? Lashings, the way it came about was lashings of food, lashings of ginger beer. It was from a children's storybook, an Enid Blyton book, and somebody one day, their food came up, and we were sitting in Brighton in England. They said, "Oh, we got lashings of food," and I thought, what a great name for a bar or restaurant or hotel. And I also owned the Lashings, the World 11 All-Stars cricket team, which included a lot of famous Jamaican players, but a lot of West Indian greats like Sir Viv Richards, Sir Richie Richardson, Curtly Ambrose, Courtney Walsh, Jimmy Adams. All of these sort of guys have all played for my side. But I sold it a few years ago to sort of move to Treasure Beach in Jamaica. My hotel's out there, it's very different. It's a sort of place, I've built a hotel that I would love to stay in. I think it's classless. I think you could be a backpacker or a billionaire and you would love it and you would stay here. I think it's completely the sort of place that you can walk in and you'll be at ease at. You can wear a t-shirt or no shoes or whatever here and it would be very cool, but it's very different. And boutique hotel, all the rooms are different, they're all quirky. It's a bit out there, I would say, where we've been running it. We originally started it as villas and they were hugely successful. The villas, renting them out and this sort of way. Then we built a treetop restaurant and another bar underneath, a Hiccups bar, and we got a couple of swimming pools, and eventually we've turned it into a boutique hotel and been very lucky. Business has favoured us. I never look at ever having competitors, right? We try in this area to all work together. Literally, I just took a call from another hotel, and they say, "Oh, we're not busy tonight," and we're very busy. So I've instructed the staff to, put the bookings their way. I don't look at it as competition. I just look at it, we're something different in an area. I think we're just a little bit quirky. I think we do things in a different way. We try to employ all local people, all the craftsmen and all the artists and all the sort of carpenters who've made things in these chairs. We said all come from local area, and we can employ up to about 40-50 people. So I'm pretty proud of that, and I think it helps a little village here in the local economy. Very interesting, really. I did own a hotel in the Caribbean before, in Antigua, but that was about 20 years ago. I've always loved the hotel business, the small hotel business, boutique style, and always wanted to get into it. And because basically we've got a great restaurant and bar, which I like people coming to, a lot of locals come to, and rooms with it. So that's the way we sort of look at it. We've got a pretty successful restaurant, bar, pizzeria, and people can come and stay here, and we've been very blessed with trade. Interestingly, last night some people asked me the same question: how do I come up with these sort of designs away? I think that as you get older, you have the strength to go and do what you like. And I'm trying to use natural materials, or natural colours, natural things like fish sticks. Nobody's really ever made shades out of fish sticks before, and they're not completely practical, but I think they look really cool, and they do a job and they work well, and local people know how to deal with them and how to shape them because they've made lobster pots out of them. And I just think that basically I work to the strengths of what the local craftsmen and builders can do, and they know how to deal with these sort of products. Make it a little bit trendy, it's a bit out there,
trendy.
Very trendy, but not everybody likes it. I mean, I know we've got a lot of plans. Some people do come, and it's not their thing. They don't understand it. They don't get it. I think you've got to be incredibly open-minded or very well travelled, to appreciate it. If you've got famous people or rich people, they understand it. They get it. Right, they've travelled the world, they've seen unique places. Sometimes you get to sort of people that aren't well travelled, that's not their concept of a hotel, they just don't get it, and they would think, well, why would you have fish stick? We actually had somebody write a review saying that fish stick reminded them of their peasant upbringing. Right? Why would they want to stay in a hotel that would use it as an ornament? It's strange, not all people. And this is a great example, the Penthouse. It literally, famous people, rich people, they book it, they love it, they stay here. Some people that are just, average, but it's not their idea of a hotel. And why would we want to be stuck up here? And I don't want to see that view. I live in Jamaica, I don't want that. I want a room with a TV and air conditioning and nothing else. So it is a unique design, and I understand that. Not everybody's cup of tea. But the world would be a boring place if we all liked the same thing. I came here by default, right? And you've got to remember, in this part of the world, we've only actually got one burglar, and everybody knows him on first name terms, and they send a WhatsApp saying, oh, such and such is going to work today. There's no crime. The people around here are good people. The good people. We have our problems like anywhere else, but they're basically good people. They work together. And they work hard, they're pretty honest, and this is the sort of place I want to be. It's the sort of place I'd like my son to be brought up in. I want him to travel the world, but I want him to see, basically what good people are, and there's a lot of very good people in this area. Just before I'm speaking to you, I had a fraction of a problem. I can call them, they will deal with it straight away. There's the Jamaica Tourist Board and the Jamaica Hotel Association. They have been absolutely fantastic, and if we've ever needed anything and we've ever needed advice, we can go to the government, we can work with them, the organisations that they sort of are involved in. I would say, it completely outshines England, and my experience, the authorities here really do try and help. I mean, we were locked down for quite a few weeks, as you know, last year, and I think we took an attitude of the fact that we would rebuild some of the places. We doubled the size of the bar, we changed it, we made lots of areas, because I don't think this thing is ever going to fully go away. I think there will, and whereas before we used to hear about Zika and SARS and things like that, not really take it seriously, it was just world news. I think now people take it seriously, so I've built lots of little areas, so people, as you see, it's very busy down there at the moment, but they're all separated and people are away, and I think that it was, we had an attitude of, let's do the place up, let's make the place more sort of virus friendly for the protocols, and let's move on. In St Elizabeth, I think it'll be exceptional. You got to understand that this area really is a villa area. There aren't too many hotels. It's really villas. Wealthy Jamaicans, wealthy Canadians or English or Americans have got villas here, and there's a lot of them. And so I think the industry will be exceptional. I think that once the pandemic has got it under control, I think the future is very bright for St Elizabeth. I came up with this idea, and it was mainly because mainly one day I saw the children just walking out of school down here, throwing their bottles on the side of the road. And I stopped them and I said, listen guys, this is a really bad thing to do. And I went on YouTube on my phone and I was showing them about all this plastic that gets in the sea. And then I was thinking about it. And then I thought to myself, okay, fine, let's do this fish, right, and show them and fill it with plastic bottles, and we put it in their school, right, we put it in the school, and we're demonstrating to the kids, right, that if you put the plastic bottle in the mouth of this fish and then it'd be recycled, it won't be in the mouth or in the stomach of the fish that they're eating, right, normally. And I found that this area has been very responsive to that, and the children have been responsible to it, and I think it's a very cool looking fish, and we call it the Treasure Beach angelfish.